What is good, fellas? And hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. We got a lot to talk about this morning when it comes to college football 26. Before we hop into anything brand new that we do, have a few quick small things we do have to go over. First things first, we are currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If we can get to 1K before the end of July, I will have a gift card giveaway for you guys over on my Twitter. If you are new to the channel and you enjoy CFB 26 Ultimate Team content, I feel like you already know what to do. From there, drop a like on today's morning video, and with that all said, let's hop into it because, fellas, there are some things we gotta do. Some of this game, it's really fun, but we definitely have had its fair share of bugs. There's definitely a lot we got to talk about this morning. I want to get things rolling by talking about the early access, just content that is currently in the game. First up, we have the early access solos. These took way too much time. You actually need to have a semi-decent team to get these things done. If you don't, it's definitely going to be a pain. They're not impossible to do, but you are going to want to do them. I have seen some people get some really crazy pulls out of those B&D player packs. Second piece of the early access content is the early access field pass. I have basically done everything except winning games in head-to-head and solo seasons. I started doing one of those study rule solo season games. You have to win games and play games, so doing it in the easiest way as possible. So solo seasons will be the most efficient way to get that done. And then we also have rushing yards. By finishing this all the way to the end, you actually get a season 1 rare B&D fantasy pack, another one of those packs that I have seen people pull some absolute crazy things out of. So get this done before 2 days and 4 hours. We have a daily login bonus by logging in every single day into the game. This is something brand new. It is going to reset every single day in 3 hours and 39 minutes from right now. It's about 8 a.m. right now, so it looks like this is going to reset at 12 p.m. No, my math is so far off. It's going to be 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, log in every single day, and by day 36, you actually unlock a free 87 overall. This tells us a few things. One, in 37 days, most likely the champion overall will be 87s. Right now, the champion overall is 85, so expect 2 overall increases within the next few weeks. Maybe it's not 87 overall champions and it's actually 87 overall limited times with 86 overall champions. It could make some sense as well, but just so we know, things are going to start rolling pretty quick, which was actually the way they rolled it out for CFB 25, so I'm not too concerned on that end. The early access packs, this early access bundle, if you want to spend money, I do think it is a great way to spend it. All of those packs, as well as Ricky Williams and the Brian Urlacher, will also be expiring on 7/10. While you can, come in there and get those done. If you want to buy Ricky Williams, I kind of expect him to go up in price once he's out of packs. I mean, right now he's selling for, it says he's going for $1 million. I saw him going for like 600 to 500,000 coins yesterday. It's 515 right now. If you have the coins, I could see him going up. It's not a terrible investment to make. It is a little bit risky, but if you have the coins to play, I mean, I would recommend going for it. A little bit confused on what's the deal with the All Seasons LTD as well as Jeremiah Love. These cards were supposed to go live on Thursday. They went live yesterday with early action. Jeremiah Love is better than Ricky Williams, but he's also cheaper right now. I don't know if that's just because of the time of day or if more people are pulling Jeremiah Love, but that card is very good. And then as for the All Seasons limited time, he's going to be in packs for a week. If you want to buy him, which I don't recommend buying an 87 overall center, but if you want to buy an 87 overall center, he will get cheaper. He's going for 314,000 coins. That's a brutal first limited time to pull, let me tell you that. He will probably get a little bit cheaper as we get deeper into the week. Jeremiah Love is supposed to be in packs for 48 hours, but again, he was supposed to go live on Thursday. He went live yesterday. So how long is he actually going to be in packs? As soon as he gets pulled from packs, I do think he's going to go up in price. But right now, he's sitting there for 465,000 coins. He is the best running back in the game, but you might be able to find him for like 400K. If that's the case, pull the trigger, buy the card. I think he is elite, and I do think he will actually go up in price. Last do this now type of thing is going to be your Season 1 field pass. I mean, this definitely has some time in here, but just keep progressing through it. Your Season 1 trophies, these things are really valuable. I do recommend you guys buy your Season 1 premium field pass if you can afford it by hitting Y on it. That is how you actually pull it back up. It's $15, but it definitely is worth the money. The season trophies, like I said, can buy you season trophy players. Alex Perry, he is an 83 overall wide receiver who is 6'5". At this point, I don't think he's a sleeper anymore, but you need to have this card on your team. I want to switch up a little bit right now and talk about some bugs, some issues that are going on in the game. First up, I want to start with those Twitch tokens. Really cool concept from EA, giving us a way to obtain free players. These Twitch drop packs that are all in here, they've actually been really good for people. I've seen a lot of screenshots of people hitting big out of these things. The issue here is, I mean, it's always been an issue with Twitch drop, especially over on the Madden side of things. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and if you don't get your Twitch drop packs or it just stops tracking for you, which I saw a ton on that first stream, there's nothing that's going to get rolled out to you. Those who have had issues with MCS rewards for Madden Ultimate Team in the past, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's really annoying, and there's actually nothing you can do. It is a very cool concept, and it looks like EA is going to be having these Twitch drop streams like pretty much every single week, multiple times a week. We had the big deep dive stream where you could earn 12 tokens on, was that Sunday night? Then yesterday night, you could unlock an additional 3 tokens by watching a Travis Hunter, Ryan Williams, and MMG stream. So make sure you guys are tuned in to the streams, but if you want to know when EA is going to go live, they're always tweeting it out over on their Twitter. Make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. Another bug that I've been seeing, some player overalls, especially defensive linemen, they're coming in at like 255. I have no idea why this is happening. It doesn't mean they're 255 overall. It's a visual bug. I would assume EA fixes this, I mean, maybe today. It actually doesn't make any difference on gameplay or actually do anything for us. It's just a visual bug, and, well, hey, it'll probably get fixed pretty soon. Still seeing issues of people who list cards up on the auction house, and once they expire, they're just sitting on the auction house. You don't actually get them back. As of this very moment, I don't think I'm having that issue with any of my cards that I have been trying to sell. That's a lie. I have multiple playbooks that are just sitting right now on the auction house. Same thing goes for this 77 overall Jaden Thomas. I've been listing all of my cards up for 1 hour so I can get them back into my account. And what you guys can see, they are just currently sitting up there on the auction house. Speaking of cards in your item binder, and I guess since we are talking about the auction house, please sell off every single core elite that you pull, especially if you're trying to build a solid coin count. Today at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, we have our first drop of content. We will cover here at the end of the video a little bit more. It is going to be the names of the game promo. And when that content drops, we're going to have new special offers. We're going to have new players that are going to be better than core elites. And I almost want to guarantee you that core elites will continue to get cheaper. Your 83s, your 84s. Please sell them off, make your coins, prepare for the better cards that are coming literally today. We have content coming every single day this week, so capitalize on selling off some of your more expensive gold cards, your elites, because I'm almost going to promise you they will get a little bit cheaper. When it comes to crossover content and pre-order packs and pre-order Madden cash, there are still a decent bit of issues actually going on with these. 1, people are still missing their crossover content. 2, when content went live, you were actually able to sell off Eric Dickerson, Devin Hester, and Haloti Nagata. There's been a major desync issue going on in the game. I'm pretty sure that's because of the grad item. I believe his name is Chestnut. That's the grad item you got by doing all of the hints in CFB 25. If you keep getting desynced from offline games, I would take that card out of your lineup. It's Deuce Chestnut right here. This was another one of those crossover players. You weren't able to sell him, I believe. Card actually looks pretty solid, but apparently he's causing a ton of desyncs. The desync issue could be because the game is, well, brand new, but I have seen multiple people say that once they pulled Deuce Chestnut out of their lineup, the desync issue went away, and you also were able to sell him off as well. Can't sell or buy them anymore, but for the first like hour and a half of these cards being live and the game going live, you were able to buy Eric Dickerson on the auction block. Another issue we had yesterday was a playbook glitch. Now, by sliding over here into the playbook pack, I believe it is in beginner's offers, which, by the way, fellas, do not buy playbooks from the auction house. Just come over here and buy the offensive playbook fantasy pack as well as the defensive playbook fantasy pack. There are some coins to be made here by buying some of the more expensive playbooks and then selling them off. I don't know if this is going to last forever. I don't think it's going to last forever, but like right now, the UCLA, Kansas, some of the better playbooks in the game, they sell for like 8,000 coins. You can get them for 4,500 coins. I wouldn't do this in like one mass setting because you're going to reset the playbook market for that specific playbook. There are definitely some coins to be made if you guys do it in limitation, so take that information for what you will. That was not the issue with playbooks. It was telling us over here if we went and saw more info, it said you could pull players out of this Playbook fantasy pack. Now, there hasn't been a Makeright rolled out for this. This pack was pulled from the store and then brought back a few minutes later, so EA clearly knew this was an issue. I would assume there's going to be some form of a Makeright for this eventually rolled out, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I guess I wouldn't necessarily be shocked if there wasn't a Makeright, just because of how, like, niche and minute of an issue this really is. It wasn't like it said on the pack or like said right when you click in. You had to go to more info on a offensive playbook pack. How many people were actually doing that? I don't think many. It has been fixed. The fact that they did fix it makes me think, hey, we could see a Makeright, but as soon as we hear anything, I will let you all know. One thing I got wrong yesterday, and I do want to clear that up. The tower challenges. Right now, it says you can only complete 10. That's if you haven't done any of the tower challenges. Every single time you beat a sequence, you unlock additional stars. It looks like this is going to be something that EA updates, because you can see right there, we have 220 total stars to unlock. But as of right now, the max tier reward is level 30 or 30 stars, tier 9 for an 85 overall B&D AJ Harris. These challenges are very difficult, but AJ Harris is definitely worth it. You guys saw I have not done them yet, but apparently the method to get these things done, shout out Joe Bruin, is a little bit confusing. For the first chain of solos or the beginning solos, you have to score 25 plus yard touchdowns for 8-point TDs. For the second chain of solos, let the CPU score passing touchdowns, miss a field goal when you're on offense. In the third chain of solos, let the CPU score a rushing touchdown, run back to your own one, and then miss a field goal. I don't know if that means anything to you. It doesn't mean anything to me because I haven't done these quite yet. I would recommend you actually have somewhat of a team to get these things done. I've seen it take up to 4 hours to actually finish off and get AJ Harris. He is definitely worth it. I will be grinding through these things on stream today. Getting a free 85 overall DB is always going to be a bonus, and shout out EA for giving us some ridiculously hard solo challenges. Last thing I want to talk about today is going to be the brand new promo, the names of the game. Now, of course, content isn't officially live yet. It'll go live at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. This video is going live at 10 a.m. Eastern time to give you guys some timeline. It's looking like this promo will be our weekly Tuesday content drop, going live every single Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. Just from that deep dive stream, I'm pretty sure there are going to be ways to unlock free champions. You guys know me, free is always the best value, so you're going to want to log on today, see exactly what that is going about. I don't think you'll be able to unlock a free champion today, but the cards we have dropping, specifically those limited times, will be some of the best players in the entire game. Kind of going back to what we talked about a little bit earlier today, specifically on the market side of things. One, EA, let's fix this visual bug. Let's make it so we can actually see the average median price instead of having it go over some other text. A lot of these, more expensive core elite players, they are going to get cheaper. Cade Klubnik right now is selling, he's at 400 or 500,000 coins. He will not be selling for, maybe he'll sell for 400k, but 500k is definitely a stretch. As soon as we have better quarterbacks in the game, you gotta expect the quarterback market to shift down. This is the same for every single position group. I would sell off, if you have any of those top tier wide receivers today, we're getting Squirrel White. He doesn't have the same size as the Jeremiah Smith, but he's the only wide receiver coming in with 86 speed. Smith right here is 6'3", with 85 speed. Squirrel White is like 5'10" with 86 speed. Right now, Smith is currently selling for 652,000 coins. I would actually sell him off. I do expect Squirrel White to drop the wide receiver market down a ton. Me personally, if I have any of these considerably top tier wide receivers, I'm selling them off as is. I want to make as many coins as possible. These core elites are cool, but they're not going to stay the top tier cards. I mean, they'll stay really good, don't get it twisted, but they won't be the top tier players, like, after next week. Pretty much every single position group should have some form of a new champion that it will be, significantly better after we have 2 full weeks of really good drops of content. So take that for what you will. Like I've been telling you guys, sell off all of your core elites, make as many coins as you possibly can. We just made our first mill in CFB 26. Go to CFB.fan right now. We do have the cards that will be dropping tomorrow. Here are the limited times. Mr. Clark will most likely be the best DB in the game. He's got 86 speed, 85 man, and 83 zone coverage. I do expect the DB market to go down a decent bit, especially if these LTDs aren't anything too crazy and aren't too hard to pull. I'm telling you, they will get cheaper. I also can't wait for this Squirrel White Rewind card. Card art is so clean. If you guys think back to the Rewind card art last year in CFB 25, That was elite. Right here, though, is he going to be the best wide receiver in the game? That's a hard one because he's 5'10", 167. Size does matter in this game, but he's 86 speed, so by far the fastest option. That one will definitely be interesting. As for the champions, we got Hans Hammer, a left tackle. We got D.I.C. Hopkins. He probably will be the best champion we have dropping today. 85 speed, 85 zone. Gentle Hunt. This card looks terrible. Will not be buying him. Dylan Raiola, you're going to be the best quarterback in the game. Talked a little bit about the quarterly quarterback market a few minutes ago, and I told you guys to sell everything off. Dylan Raiola is coming today. Johnny Manziel is coming tomorrow. Sell him off and go use Dylan. He's going to be better. We'll most likely have some form of ability buckets. I get it. Abilities don't really matter right now. I don't have abilities on my team. But Dylan Raiola will be quarterback 1. Therefore, the quarterly quarterback should become a little bit cheaper. And if you want to buy one of those quarterly quarterbacks, which, like, if there's one position that's worth spending coins on early, it's a running back and it's a quarterback. And if Dylan Raiola is as good as I think he actually will be, some of those 82s and those 83 overall, we'll call them not budget quarterbacks, but they might become budget quarterbacks come later today. And then the rest of the cards we have dropping are just your standard, typical 80 overall elites. None of these elites actually look very good. Maybe they'll be decent budget options, but I don't really see it. The left end is okay. We got Jennings Dunker, a right tackle. Dante Cowdell has 80 speed, and then we got a free safety 80 speed. Bud Clark is probably going to be the best of the 80s, but even that, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'll get us back here at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time when content does go live. Subscribe if you're new, drop a like if you haven't already. Have a good one. Peace, fellas. I'll get us back here later.